Texas Rangers were busy over the weekend. GM John Daniels and his staff adding significant pieces to a starting rotation. Corey Kluber, Kyle Gibson, Jordan Lyles, and in a 60-game sprint, the likes of which were about to start on July 23rd, why not a team like the Rangers to catch some people by surprise? Maybe Chris Woodward, their manager, agrees with that, and he's good enough to take some time with us on MLB Tonight this evening. Chris, thanks for the visit. Tell us about the messaging between you and your players that you expect when summer camp opens coming up shortly.
It's funny you say summer camp because I've heard that a few times. Honestly, we got a 60-game schedule. I think everybody kind of knows what's at stake. Game one is really important, and the way I kind of look at it is, and I'm telling you guys earlier, it's we're tied for the division lead and a playoff spot on August 1st. The guys that have played winter ball, they've kind of had to deal with this in a shortened season. So we have a lot of guys that have been in that situation. So we're going to get their input on what they deal with, and honestly, like the preparation our guys put in this time off, I think is what's going to separate us if we win. And I'm really confident that our guys are ready to go.
Hey, Chris, normally I would ask you how the workout's going to go, how you organizing this to get ready. I'm throwing that aside. You're going into a new stadium. So I can't imagine as a player, all of a sudden I walk in, I got to look around. How's the ball fly? How's it bounce? What are you guys going through, and what are some of the reactions to the ballpark? And give us a little virtual tour as well.
Yeah, the place is amazing. It's inside is it's like a cathedral. Everybody that walks in, we've had all our new players. Some players have been there. The guys that live in Dallas have been working out there. They've been taking BP. So I feel like that kind of gives us an advantage, at the outset, because a lot of teams won't know how it plays. Our guys will. There's a roof to deal with. But the inside of that place, it's like a cathedral. So everybody that showed up in the last week has just been in awe. The turf that we put in, you wouldn't even know the difference between grass and turf. It's perfectly true. The infield's immaculate. Honestly, it's been an awesome experience just getting in there and seeing our guys, work out and take BP. And I can't wait till Friday till we get our whole squad out there.
Chris, look, I understand the stadium is absolutely gorgeous. It's beautiful, and all the guys are most definitely enjoying it and appreciating the beauty of it. However, if I'm a power hitter like Joey Gallo, Todd Frazier on your ball club now, and we have Danny Santana, a young guy also with a lot of power. I hear he's playing a little big. And if I'm a power hitter, if I'm Joey Gallo, I can go placata anywhere. But if I'm a power hitter, I want to know how the ball flies. Is it true that it's playing a little big?
I would say that, yeah. I mean, I watch our guys take BP, a lot last year, obviously, and this year, just watching the few times I've seen it, to center field, it's 400, a little 410 to either side of left of center. So, yeah, I think it is going to play bigger. I think it's better for us in a long way. I talked to Rugi today. He's taking BP. There's a lot of hits out there. Center fielders are going to have to play a little deeper. The center field position there's going to be a lot of importance in our ballpark with that. So, listen, Joey Gallo can hit it out of Yellowstone, so I don't think he has to worry about anything. But I know that our pitchers are going to love it because they execute pitches. Our old ballpark, if you popped it up to right at the wrong time, the ball never came back. So that's just not going to happen here, and I think it's just going to play fair. And we have a lot of guys with true power. Obviously, Joey having probably the most power on planet Earth. So I'm not worried about that. I think we'll be fine. Our power hitters will hit the homers, but I think it'll help our pitchers more than anything.
Hey, Chris, I'm intrigued by that. Does that change your style of play at all? Will we see a little more aggressive, maybe stealing bags, gappers scoring from first? Will it change how you guys play?
Yeah, I don't think that what you just said is kind of our style anyways. We love to run the bases. We love stealing bases. I don't think we're going to try to just, with two strikes. I think we've already made a commitment this year to kind of shorten up, put the ball in play. So if you keep the ball low with two strikes, like I said, there's a lot of room out in that outfield. So, we talk about we try to be the most aggressive team in baseball when it comes to running the bases. So that's going to play right into our hands. Like I said, Rugi and those guys are talking about it already. Stay to the big part of the field, keep the ball low. When you get your hanging breaking ball or your 2-0 fastball, you can do some damage. But other than that, we need to put some pressure on some defenses.
Chris, we've had some sobering reminders of late about the pandemic and about the fact that all this COVID health awareness is very real, in particular in your state of Texas. Tell us about some of the precautions, some of the communication between the team and the players that might be specific to your state that other teams might not have to be dealing with right now.
Yeah, it's something, we're going to have a team meeting on Thursday, and a lot of the things we've talked about already, that's basically what we're discussing. We have to be diligent. We cannot afford to, all it takes is one, misstep and, going out when you shouldn't, and you bring that in the clubhouse. And I think this year, more than any other year, staying on the field is going to be the most important thing. And unfortunately, if a guy tests positive, he can't stay on the field. So that's going to be a huge emphasis in our clubhouse. In the clubhouse, we're always wearing masks. We got to do everything we can to keep all of our guys healthy.
So assuming that everybody does stay healthy, opening day is executed as scheduled. You have announced a starting pitcher for that one. Tell us about it.
Yeah, that was, we got Corey Kluber in the offseason. I was already kind of struggling with the decision between Lance, and Mike Minor, because they both, I felt, deserved, the opening day nod. I gave it to Mike last year, who had never started opening day, so that was a pretty cool honor to hand to him. We traded for Corey Kluber. He's a two-time Cy Young winner. My thing with Corey was, Mike and Lance got us to this point. There's obviously a lot of loyalty in that. Mike for the last 2-3 years, and Lance last year, what he did was exceptional. So, I kind of put Corey at 3, and he understood that. He understood the reason why. And then between Lance and Mike, I felt like I gave it to Mike last year, and I was going to give it to Lance this year. And the cool thing about, and this wasn't the ultimate decision, but, he pitched our last game of the season at our old ballpark, and he'll pitch the first game at our new ballpark. So I thought that was pretty special.
Rangers manager Chris Woodward joining us on MLB Tonight. Chris, we really appreciate the visit. Thanks for the insights. Stay safe and healthy, and we'll see you on opening day.